Hello everybody, welcome back to another VGY guide for the DashFight channel. It's been a while, I know it's been a while. It's great to see you all again. I hope you've been doing amazing. We're back on the content grind, and as you can see on the screen is our boy Shao Kahn, because he is everyone's boy, because he is the GOAT. Today we're going to be doing a how to fight against Shao Kahn guide. Now I know what you're probably thinking here is VGY Shao's not that common, but it's always important because sometimes you might come across a VGY, or sometimes you might come across someone else playing Shao and you just have no idea what to do. If that is the case and you ever find yourself in that position, come straight to this video, favorite it, put it on your watch later list, put it in a playlist. This will be the video to come to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, let's get straight in there. Moving on, we have the first section of the guide, which is information about the character, basically just an overview and just little bits and bobs that you should know when you're fighting Shao Kahn. So I'm in control of Shao Kahn right now, so I can show you these things. So generally, I'd say Shao's archetype would be a footsie/neutral character. So basically your whole game plan here is to control the neutral with your long range tools like sweep, down 4, forward 2, forward 4. Your jump ins are also really good for closing down range. Your stand one has really good punish range if you want to whiff punish something. You know, if someone whiffs a neutral and you could punish them. And it really does hurt with Shao because he does such good damage. However, trying to enforce this game plan all the time can be quite taxing because most of it is waiting for your opponent to make a mistake. So when you are fighting him, you can take that, you can take that and use it to your advantage. But anyway, so like I was saying about the strong tools that he has, which lean into his playstyle of neutral control, space control, whiff punish, if we move on to the variation side of things, the most used variation in my eyes, so for me, what I use the most, you've got Dark Priest right here, which is down 1, which obviously busts your hammer. You guys know this if you've seen my Shao Kahn guide. It's also on DashFight. I'm sure that'll be linked in the description somewhere. Also, you've got Ground Shatter, which is back down 4, which is, for me, serves as a mix-up off of this string because it obviously ends in an overhead. This string being 1, 4, 2, and then 1, 4 down back, or back down 4, excuse me, which is an overhead low mix-up. It does catch even the best players. It's because this end is so slow that it's like Gearus's 1-1-1, 1-1 sand trap mix-up, but better. Because there's a mind game off of ground shot. You can do nothing, you can amplify it like this, and it's safe. You can jump that. But if you do this and they jump, you can sometimes scum grab to anti-air them. So what you're going to want to do here to try and abuse Shao's, I guess, strength and make it into a weakness is try and just, like we're against Robocop here, who is a perfect example. Just stay full screen. There's no reason to engage. Don't jump in unnecessarily because, as you can see, if Robocop jumps, you'll see how much damage I'll do to him. Like so, So there's no point jumping. Jumping is just going to get you killed. And even if you're in the corner, you are dead. Like, the damage you're going to take is intense. As you can see, that was only 1 bar and it did 33%. But like, you're not going to want to jump against Shao, ever. It's just not something that's going to ever benefit you. Because the risk-reward of it is so not in your favor that it doesn't mean anything, right? And especially as a character like Robocop or other zoners, you don't have to, excuse me, you don't have to jump. You can just stay full screen, shoot, throw rocks, throw goop grenades, like it doesn't matter, right? So rule number 1 against Shao, never jump out of range because you will die. Like, I can't tell you how much damage I get for free because people just jump, And his standing one and his scum grab, they're just too good. The only exception to that rule would be Jackie. If you're Jackie, jump all you want because it's Jackie. You can do whatever you like. Or Cabal. Cabal can also jump most of the time, but even Cabal gets anti-ed. But the rest of the cast, yeah, Shao does a very damn good job of anti-aing, so that's rule number 1. Try not to jump as much as you normally would against other characters, because Shao will make you pay for it. Like I told you, his damage is absurd. As you can see, even off the littlest confirm, he gets 30%, you know, 33 there. That's it. Rule number 2, what you're going to want to do is, because he's so neutral based, like I said, he doesn't have mix, so to speak. His main mix, which you guys would have seen me do all the time, is the stand one down 4. Oh my goodness, my input. Stand 1 down 4, stand 1 grab, stand 1, 2, 1+3, stand 1 short hop. All of that is reactable. So blocking is your best friend in this situation. Blocking just alleviates all of that pressure. All you have to do is block. If you block the down 4, you get pushed away. If you block the 1, 2, 1+3, it's now your turn and I'm right in your face. If you block the short hop, I'm unsafe. If you block the grab, will get you, but it's a reactionary tech window. Like, you can just tech that on reaction. And also 1, 2, 1+3 is not a real shimmy. It's fake. And also has a flawless block gap at the end. That last hit, flawless blockable. So really, the mix-up isn't really a mix-up. The only reason that people really crumble there is because they don't know how to handle plus frames. And as a result, they just mash out of them, which is never a good thing to do. Or they panic. But really, this is a simple mind game to get out of. It's just people don't want to hold block. But realistically, if you just hold down back against this character and then react to the short hop, you will see that it's a lot harder for him to open you up. Like I said, his game plan it revolves around you making mistakes. So if you don't make mistakes, or you make very few, it is hard for him to get the health bar down. He has to take a risk in that, you know, that being short hop, a grab, because a grab is always a risk, even though his throw range is really good, and a shimmy, which has a flawless block gap, which can lead to death if you're at a certain amount of health and they have fatal blow, armor break, or whatever. So yeah, that's number 2 in terms of things to do. Just hold down back, because it is actually really strong against him. So we've got don't jump, hold down back. Also, duck OSing is very strong against him, which is a given. He does have a mid, but it's unsafe. So make sure every time you see this, flawless block the second hit of it, and duck the grab if he ever does the grab portion of it. And this is -8, so if you have a 7-frame jab, you can just blow that up. Anything else that comes to mind? I guess I can talk about the rest of his flawless block gaps. So this right here, flawless blockable, so just flawless block that. It's +6 regardless, so if you don't flawless block it, he's +6, so prepared to hold block. I mean, unless you're a champion and you just don't want to block, which is fine, because that's what this game is. What else has he got? Forward 3-4, which I mentioned. Standing 1-4-2, the last hit, which I mentioned. 1-2, 1+3, which I mentioned. And yeah, that's basically all the flawless block gaps he has. So try and abuse all of those 3 things that I have mentioned, and your success against Shao will be very much so improved because of the fact he has such a hard time opening you up. So moving on to the ultimate section of the guide, we're going to go over some characters I think do well against Shao. Now mostly I think in terms of matchups, he doesn't have very many winning ones, if any. Like, he does okay against a lot of the cast. Like, he goes even, I'd say. But that's purely because of the health buff and the fact that he just deletes some characters. Like Joker, for example. If you touch Joker twice, he's dead, so he does alright for that reason. But if he did no damage, for example, or had less health, it would be a different story, because Joker also hits like a truck. I can talk from experience because I play him. So, in that respect, I think, like I say, he has a lot of decent matchups. Characters I think do well, though. Robocop right here, you're looking at one. Robocop does extremely well against him. Loads of health, has the same health as Shao, but also zones him the hell out, so that's good. We also have Cetrion, who has less health, but just zones him the hell out once again. Jackie also zones him the hell out with Goop, and Jackie's Jackie. Cabal, for example, Cabal does really well because of the fact that, you know, like I was mentioning with the anti-airs, if, let's say, a character jumps, right? This is a clean anti-air that I get every time, right? It's not hard, like, it will happen, you know? No matter what combo you want to do, I'm gonna get the anti-air. It can be as fancy or as basic as you want, you know? Like 9.9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get this. You know? Like it's gonna happen. But against a character like Cabal or Jackie or Kung Lao or Shang, you know, with good jump kicks, it's not gonna happen. And that's one of your primary routes for damage. So I'm not saying Kung Lao or Shang are bad, but I'd say actually they are. Not bad, but Kung Lao and Shang do well against him because of that fact. It just shuts down one of his like options for damage, which is his anti-air game, which is also like normally really strong. So yeah, Cetrion, Kung Lao, Shang Tsung, who else would we say? Jackie, Cabal, yeah, I think that's it, to be honest with you. I think apart from that, he does okay against the rest of the cast. The rule of thumb is... Oh, Scarlet, I think, does pretty well against him too. Basically, if they're a zoner, and they can just shut down his strengths, which are neutral control. If you zone against a neutral control character, what can they do? You know? Especially with one that has no mix-ups like Shao. It's just all unsafe. So zoners, like I mentioned, and characters that have explosive air superiority, like Kung Lao, Shang, Jackie, Cabal, etc. Those are the characters that you're going to find do the best against Shao. And, you know, realistically, all you have to do is just abuse your really good jump-ins and just back away from him. Because if you have the health lead against Shao, half of his game plan's gone, because the point is that he has more health, so he can take those risks. But if you have more health than him, those risks can't really happen, you know? Because you'll just die because you have less health in the first place. So yeah, that's basically in a nutshell Shao's bad matchups and stuff you're going to want to look out for in terms of countering what he wants to do and which characters do that most effectively. Right everyone, that is going to be the end of today's guide. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you clicking on the video today. Thank you to the people at DashFight for asking me to do this video. All of their links will of course be in the description. Make sure you follow them up. They are a bunch of legends. I love working with them, so every time they ask me to do a video, I'm there instantly. And also, I make the content for you guys, which you love, so it's a win-win. So let me know what you guys thought in the video, in the comments. I can't speak. If you made it to the end, put Silver Cop in the description, so I know those of you that made it to the end, I'll be looking. Okay, I'll be looking. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching once again. I hope you enjoyed the How to Fight Shao Kahn guide. Maybe some more guides coming soon, who knows? Stay tuned. But yeah, love you guys. I'll see you in a bit.
You suck!